Happy 4th of July, day after. Hope you had a great celebration. And this is Paul. I'm the founder and president of Giant Jacks Media. And this is my show where I just bring you a ton of value to help you as you grow and nurture your business. Always love to give back. Really excited about this episode today because I'm jumping in on content, how to create content and how to get it to the right people. It's going to be very good. So grab a pen, paper, and let's jump into it. Okay, I'm going to share my screen here. So let's talk about content. Content is your marketing. This may just sound obvious, but think of yourself, whether you're a solopreneur or a small business, but think of yourself as a big business. And a company like Coca-Cola or Chevrolet would never say, we don't have to do marketing. So why do small businesses and then especially solopreneurs, business coaches, tax professionals, lawyers, why would any of those people say, well, we don't have to do marketing? We all have to do marketing. And so, what is marketing? Well, marketing is the long game of see me, see me, see me. It's getting your brand out there, your messaging out there. And no matter the size of you as a solopreneur or bigger business, you've got to get engaged with marketing. Okay. So, here are a couple things about original content. So you've got to create original content when it comes to your marketing. So if content is how you're going to get your message out there, what a lot of people do is they share other people's content. And you just don't want to do this. This is the vast majority of people on platforms like LinkedIn and everywhere, wherever they're showing up, emails, maybe they have a Facebook group and they're putting content out there. It's other people's content. Here's Warren Buffett's top 10 list. Here's, a great article I read in Inc. magazine, whatever it is. Not that it's bad content, but sharing other people's content doesn't do anything to position you as the authority. If I want to potentially work with you or learn about you, I don't really care about Warren Buffett or an article in Inc. magazine. I want to know why you are the authority, what valuable opinions you have, and I really want to see you as the expert and get interested in what you're saying. So, content, original content is king, especially if you are uh, if you're doing search engine optimization, if you're not sharing original content and you're repurposing content that's used by others, you're going to kill the bots that look at that stuff, the Google search bots, even on content that's searchable. Some content on platforms like LinkedIn, events and so forth that are searchable. If you have other content that you didn't create, it's not going to work in your favor. So your content is all about you. It's about your brand. And as you start to think about your content strategy, you really preface that by thinking about your value proposition statement, who you are, what you do, and why you're better than your competition, who you're working with, what sets you apart, and what is the value that you're bringing to the table. So all these things go into the message you want to deliver when you start putting content out there. Of course, there's the brand discussion, which I'm not going to get into today, but it's, your personal brand, elevating that, making sure wherever you're showing up that you've got a consistent brand. That's really important. So original content, and I get asked by clients all the time, well, where do I get content? How do I create content? That's a big discussion, but I'll just cover that quickly here. Some people, they have a ton of content in their head. They're ready to go with original content. Others not so much. And so there's not a lack of content that your audience wants to hear about. It's just a matter of finding it, putting your thumb on the pulse of where that content is. There's there's apps like Flipboard, which is an RSS feed. Flip, FLIP, as in Paul, Flipboard. and it's free. You download that, and then you can plug in the topics you want to follow, and it'll start feeding you topics. So let's say you're a business coach and you're working with women-owned businesses. You can plug in women-owned businesses or closely held businesses into your RSS feed on Flipboard. It'll start feeding you trending articles from all over the place. And there's a lot of inspiration there. Those are trending, people are reading about it. So, just as an example, that is a great way to get information. Feedly, FeedSpot are other paid services, very cheap, $5, $10 a month. But the point is, the content is out there, and you want to think about content and put yourself in the shoes of your clients and prospects. What do they want to hear about? What do they care about? What are their challenges, opportunities? So this is where content, original content, is key. When you do this, it's just going to position yourself as the one to follow in your niche. So the forms of content I want to focus on here today is posting, posting content on platforms like LinkedIn and others, virtual events, and then email nurture, because this is where you can really strategically get content out to the right people and make sure they see it. So let's talk about what to post. It's so video, video, video. And you've got to embrace a video strategy. There is no argument anymore. Video is crushing it. All the platforms are leaning on it. The stats bear it out. HubSpot puts out a state of video report every year. They interview marketers like me. They interview CEOs, C-suite executives, and they talk about video. And every single year, the stats just keep exploding that your prospects want to learn about your product or service by watching a video versus reading about it. It just is the way it is. The top 3 most visited sites in the world are TikTok, Google, and YouTube. Talk about video. And so you just can't argue. Video is a thing, and you have to embrace it. And it's not about spending a lot of money. It's not about becoming a Hollywood star. It's about doing it the right way, providing value, teaching, educating, but really grasping video to network and integrate with your audience and to deliver value, engage, convert, get in discussions, all of that. Whenever I can send a video communicating with anybody, whether it's in an email, whether it's a direct message on LinkedIn, whether it's through email, I'm going to send a video. Video is what you want to focus on. How do you do video? So there's an in-depth discussion there. I want to show you this, and this is how you repurpose a video. So you really figure out your video strategy, and for the folks I'm working with, it's shooting snack-sized videos that we're posting and repurposing, and this is how you can cut up a video. So when we have somebody shoot a video, we're ripping out the audio and it automatically becomes a podcast. That's a great channel to have. That's a piece of content, right? You have people that are following your podcast. You're sending the podcast link out. You're on Spotify, iTunes. So there's an audience there that is into podcasting, and you can proactively get your link out for episodes to your audience. So a video becomes a podcast. It also becomes a email vlog, which I'm going to talk about here in a minute. And that's a vlog that goes out, distributed as an email, shared to your channels. Of course, is uploaded to all the channels, LinkedIn, all the other channels you have. It is a written text. So carve out a summary of what the video is about in a written text form. That becomes a piece of content, and that is posted. Goes into your library, which is YouTube. That's where you keep all of your videos, and it's wonderful how you can repurpose videos when you build up a library like that. Can't tell you how many times I'm having a discussion with somebody, a topic comes up, I filmed a video on, and I tell them, hey, I'm going to send you a video. I shot something. It's a couple minutes long on this. Great. Send it out. It just builds rapport, authority, expertise when you have that nice edited video. So it goes into your library, and then a quote, image quotes. You have some branded images with a quote you pulled out from the video. So when you shoot a video, and this is a time-sucking endeavor to get this done, to pull out a quote and summarize the video. But this is how you can repurpose a video into multiple pieces of content that go out. So you see, you shoot one video and you have multiple pieces of content that are going out there. You can reshare these pieces of content. Not a problem to do that. And that's a best practice because only a subset of your audience, wherever you are, will actually see your content. So you want to share it multiple times, figure that out. So this is how you can break up a single video. It's a fantastic strategy. And okay, how do you get, now we're talking about posting here, content, video content, we break it up. How do you get it to the right people? Because this is an issue I see a lot where people, they have content, most are sharing other people's content, horrible. Even if people have original content, which I see, nobody's checking it out. So how do you get it to the right audience? First of all, you've got to connect with the right people. So you have to have a identifiable process for connecting with the right people. And that means, who's your target audience? Who do you want to work with? Who are your referral partners? Who are your spheres of influence? Those are the people to connect with rather than Tom, Dick, Harry, and Jane. And that way you have a community that you're building of the right people. So a subset of those are always going to see your content. So it's the right people that you connect with to start off. Then a great strategy is have a tagging strategy. So when you're posting content, you took the time to put together a great piece of content, and it's awesome, you're teaching, it's valuable, you put it out there, subset of your community is going to see it right away. But then you want to keep a running list of your hot prospects. I counsel everybody on this. Keep that organized, know who they are, these are your hot prospects, and then tag 3 or 4 of them uh, on a post, and you can at mention them, and they'll be hyperlinked. They'll get notified that they were mentioned in your post, and it's a great way to create awareness, get in front of them in a very professional way. You can tag them in the body of a summary of a post or in comments. You can mention in comments. A couple ideas about those 2 ways of doing it. Why one might be more effective than the other. But the point is, you can tag people in your post. And then so as you're posting, you just have this robotic process of tagging. And so over the course of a week, as you have, multiple pieces of content going out, you can tag a lot of your hot prospects and keep that organized. So this is a great way to make sure your content gets in front of the right people. All right, let's jump into virtual events. This is another channel of getting content out there. And so this is having a show. Create a show. Everyone's online today. Everybody gets Zoom. LinkedIn events and LinkedIn Live are going off. And, all the platforms are pushing, live events and shows. But LinkedIn in particular really has a microscope on this. And it's great. The LinkedIn event portal is fantastic, recently renovated. Uh, and so you create your branded show where you're delivering value, and be creative there about your show. Maybe you could have guests that you interview, or maybe it's you teaching like I'm doing here, offering value. But you have your show, be consistent with your show where you're doing it on a monthly basis, weekly, every 2 weeks, every 2 months, but be consistent. Consistency is the way to get it done. And then add value. There is, bring ideas to the table, tools, tips, strategies that can help your audience. What are they, what are their challenges? What are their opportunities? Speak to those and educate. And there's just a great opportunity to amplify your teaching to a big audience. And so what's involved here with the virtual events is LinkedIn Live. Everybody has Live now. LinkedIn's rolled it out to everybody. For some reason you don't have it, you'll get it any minute. But LinkedIn Live, this involves LinkedIn events. Everyone knows Zoom. And so what you can do is you have your show, brand it, have great content. You set up a LinkedIn event, and Zoom integrates with Restream, which is a third-party streaming app you need for LinkedIn. But Zoom integrates with Restream. Restream integrates with LinkedIn events and LinkedIn Live. So you can set up a Zoom event and stream it live, and you can plug in Facebook and YouTube and all the channels. So you're streaming simultaneously everywhere. But the way that you do this is you create this event, and then you can invite people through the LinkedIn event feature. You can invite your hot prospects again. You can invite more people, but it's certainly your hot prospects. Remember I said keep a list of those people? This is why you want to do it, because you want to just bring them into your touch point ecosystem, whatever you're doing. And now you're inviting those hot prospects to this great event you're doing. You can also direct message your first level contacts, of course, on your events, and you can automate that process. There's great automation tools to send out just, push of a button. You have DMs going out to your hot prospects, inviting them to this event. So they're getting a DM, they're getting a LinkedIn invite. It's great. And so virtual events is a great way, again, develop original content, get it out to the right people. Email nurture, another channel. So email is wonderful, and it is it is a way to proactively engage and nurture with your community. And so what you want to have is a process to gather emails. Are you collecting emails along the way? I mean, when somebody books a calendar invite, are you collecting their name and email, and then that email getting it into your distribution platform like Constant Contact, which I love? And you can automate that process of collecting that email and getting it in there. But are you doing that? Do you have a landing page where people are maybe signing up for a PDF you have, or whatever it is you're giving away, something that's pretty cool? Collect an email, or just when you're having conversations. I mean, email, treat it like a piece of gold, and there are ways to build in the gathering of emails. If you have a lead generation campaign going out, where you're messaging, connecting with people, and they're responding, have an email. I mean, people have public emails out there, and so if you have the right process and system, you can reach out when somebody connects. You can grab their email, and then email goes into the distribution platform again, and you're nurturing. So email also has got to be consistent. You can't send one out every 6 months and expect to get results. You have to just be consistent with your email. uh, you can send one out weekly. That's not too many going out. So once a week, once every couple of weeks, but just consistency of your emails going out. And you want the email to teach and add value. This is not selling, selling, selling all the time. It's not about that. It's about providing value through email. And you can repurpose your video, as I showed you earlier, into the email vlog that goes out. So the great video you're putting together, it goes out into a vlog. You embed the video in the email, and that's going out to your list, and your email list is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then you can deliver those videos that way. So email is huge. And if you want to book a call with me, I always offer this because I love helping people. If you want to talk about your business, what you want to do is text Giant Call to that phone number on the screen, and you can find a time to talk with me. Love to learn about your business. What's working, what's not working. I'll dive into any of these topics here that you see, and I can share my screen, show you the 5 foundational tools that everybody needs in order to grow and nurture business. I don't care if you're by yourself or your bigger business. So text Giant Call that number. Love to talk with you. And remember, content is your marketing. Get a strategic content process in place, and then run it, and you'll be fine. All right. Thanks so much. Glad to have you here. And I will see you next time.